Welcome all the YouTube viewers to today's Nityananda Yoga session. We are going to be performing the Pratama Vinyasa Krama, the 108 asana sequence as revealed by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Let us all now settle down on our yoga mats and get ready. Prepare your Panchapajam and Udani, a cup with a spoon with some water for the ritualistic cleansing. Now, settle down, sit in a comfortable cross-legged position with your head, neck and spine in a straight line. Your hands in Anjali Mudra in front of your heart center. Close your eyes, take a deep breath as you visualize Swamiji in your inner space as we chant the Satguru Vandanam.
नित्यानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि. The next is chanting of the Shiva Mula mantra, which is Om Ham Hum Shivaya Namaha. We'll be chanting this Shiva Mula mantra 11 times internally. Om Ham Hum Shivaya Namaha. 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 Om Ham Hum Shivaya Namaha.
Now we will be performing the Tattvachamanam, the ritualistic cleansing. Now take an udani of water from the Panchapacham and keep your right hand in the Gokarna Mudra in the shape of a cow's ear. Pour the udani of water into your palm, and after we chant the mantra, each time sip the water from the bottom of your palm each time the word Swadha is chanted.
Om Atmatattvam Shodhayami Swadha.
Take another udani of water.
Om Vidyatattvam Shodhayami Swadha.
And another udani of water.
Om Shivatattvam Shodhayami Swadha.
Now wash your right hand with the water from the Panchapatam. Wipe your lips twice with the bottom of your right thumb as we chant
Om Ham Hridayaya Namaha.
Wash your hand again. With the index, middle and ring finger joined together, touch above your upper lip and below your lower lip. Then wash your hand again. With the index finger and thumb joined together, touch your right nostril and your left nostril. With the ring finger and thumb joined together, touch your right eye, your right ear and your left ear. Wash your hand again. With your little finger and thumb joined together, touch your navel, your right chest and your left chest. And with all the fingertips joined together, touch the crown of your head, the right shoulder, the left shoulder and your heart center. Wash your hand again. Now place the right hand over top of the left and place both hands on top of the right thigh. Set your declaration, your sankalpa, what you want to manifest through this Nityananda Yoga session as we chant the sankalpa mantra.
Om ममोपात्त समस्त दुरिदक्षयद्वारा भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव प्रीत्यर्थम श्री नित्यानंदेश्वरी परमशिव शक्ति समेत श्री नित्यानंदेश्वर परमशिव प्रीत्यर्थम च अद्य पूर्वोक्त एवं गुण विशेषेण विशिष्टायाम् अस्यां शुभतिथौ पूर्ण आरोग्य युक्त दृढ़गात्र यौगिक शरीर सिद्ध्यर्थम परमशिव शक्ति आविष्करणार्थम नित्यानंद योगाभ्यासं करिष्ये.
Now wash your hand the final time as we chant.
ओम उपस्पृश्य.
Now keep your Panchapatram and Udani aside, out of harm's way, so we can safely start into the yoga practice with the first asana of the sequence, which is Sukhasana. Now sit in a comfortable cross-legged position with your head, neck and spine in a straight line. Bring your hands into Bindu Mudra with index and thumbs together and place them on top of the knees. Engage all three bandhas, the energy locks, which are the Mula Bandha, the root lock, contracting the perineal region and pulling it in and up, pushing the Kundalini Shakti upwards and preventing it from falling down. The Uddiyana Bandha, the stomach lock, contracting your muscles above and below the navel and pulling the abdomen in and up towards your spine, pushing the Kundalini Shakti even further. And the Jalandhara Bandha, the throat lock, contracting your throat muscles and tucking your chin to the chest, locking the throat, preventing the prana from flowing down and keeping it in the higher states, in the higher parts of the body. Next up is the visualization. Visualize Lord Shiva in your inner space as you perform the Samana Kumbhaka, filling your stomach with prana, as you hold your breath and visualize a flame rising up your spine. Internally chant the japa Soham. Let us now perform the first asana of the sequence, Sukhasana.
तत्सुखासनमित्युक्तम् अशक्तस्तत्समाचरेत्.
Next up is Parvatasana. Now bring your legs into Padmasana, placing the feet on top of opposite thighs. Join your palms together in Anjali Mudra and raise them up above your head. As you keep your elbows straight, engage all three bandhas, Mahamudra Bandha, as you visualize yourself as Mount Kailash.
अथ वक्षे महादेव पर्वतासनमङ्गलम्.
Next up is Halipavasana. Now bring the soles of the feet together in front. Extend them away from the body as you hold the left hand by the right behind your back and place your forehead on the ground behind your heels. Engage all three bandhas as you visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
पूर्वविधियाहु मे जानो उभय पगदली संपुटिठानो.
Next up is Nagipavasana. Now, as you keep the soles of the feet together in front, stretch your arms out in front of the feet, cup the palms and place them on the ground as you place your forehead on the ground behind your heels. Gaze to the nose, engage all three bandhas and visualize yourself as a snake.
पूर्वविधि परियागाने नीचौ वीकहु निफनास्यो लगाई.
Next up is Kokilasana. Now hold the big toes in Prana Mudra with index and middle fingers. Then stretch your legs straight out and upwards and then cross them into Padmasana. Lean forward and down, place your elbows on the ground as you engage all three bandhas and visualize yourself as a bird.
अथान्यदासनं वक्ष्ये येन सिद्धो भवे नरः.
Next up is Nityasana. Now stack your knees and ankles as you hold on to opposite elbows and start rotating your arms in a circle. Gaze to the nose, engage all three bandhas, visualize Swamiji in your inner space, and after some time change the direction of the movement.
गोड़ाबावां पादगी आशमाहिली सोजे दक्षचरण को वारलोता परिगुल्भ समोज.
Next up is Gajasana. Now place your hands on the ground, shoulder width apart, as you scoop your body forward and down again and again with raised hips, visualizing yourself as an elephant as you perform Uddiyana Bandha and Mula Bandha in Gajasana.
निब्जं पादाग्रे भूमौ कृत्वा लम्बी भुजा मस्तकाग्रे निधाय.
Next up is Rikshasana. From the same position, alternate raising one heel off the ground as you push the other heel down. Visualize yourself as a bear as you perform Uddiyana Bandha and Mula Bandha.
एकैकं पादमाकुञ्च गजासनं कुर्यात् वृक्षासनं भवति.
Next up is Vaishyasana. Now raise up and stand tall on the tips of the big toes with all other toes raised off the ground. Keep your head, neck and spine in a straight line. Bring the middle index and ring fingers to the heart center in Hridaya Mudra. As you visualize Swamiji in your inner space, perform Uddiyana Bandha and Mula Bandha.
केशेन पादयुगलं बद्ध्वा तिष्ठेत अधोमुखः.
Next up is the Urdhva Janukarana. Now stand in Adimandi position with the heels touching, toes pointing outwards and the knees bent. Keep your hands at the chest with the elbows parallel to the ground. Now twist one knee up along the body in a circular motion, following along with the respective hand, repeating the movement on both sides. Next up is Bala Lingasana. Now interlace your fingers from the outside in Sarva Shankari Mudra. Hold on to one knee, pulling it up towards your chest. As you keep your spine straight, engage all three bandhas and visualize yourself holding a baby.
एकं जानुरस्यालिङ्ग्य स्थातव्यं बाललिङ्गनं भवति.
Next up is Padapidanasana. As you stand on one foot, pull the other foot behind towards your buttocks, holding it with both hands. Keep your head, neck and spine in a straight line. Engage all three bandhas as you visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
स्थित्वैकस्मिन् पादतले कराभ्यां वेष्टयेत्तनं.
Next up is Natarajasana. With the respective hand, hold onto one foot from the inside. Extend the opposite hand forward in Bindu Mudra. As you simultaneously kick and pull the foot back and up while leaning forward, visualize yourself as Lord Nataraja and perform the Mula Bandha.
उत्तानपादं क्रौञ्चं च मरीचिं वीरभद्रकम्.
Now stand on the other leg as you repeat Bala Lingasana on the other side. Visualize yourself holding a baby.
एकं जानुरस्यालिङ्ग्य स्थातव्यं बाललिङ्गनं भवति.
Next up is Padapidanasana on the other side. Pull the other foot behind towards the buttocks as you engage all three bandhas and visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
स्थित्वैकस्मिन् पादतले कराभ्यां वेष्टयेत्तनं.
Next up is Natarajasana on the other side. Pull the other foot up behind you as you lean forward, visualizing yourself dancing as Lord Nataraja.
उत्तानपादं क्रौञ्चं च मरीचिं वीरभद्रकम्.
Next up is the Altarich from Adimandi position. Step one foot behind the other with the toes down and the heel up. Bring the left hand at the chest and swing the right arm back and forth. Gracefully move the fingers one by one. Then place the hand over top of the nose, uncross your ankles, and repeat the movement on the other side. Next up is the skeleton dance. Now visualize yourself as a skeleton as you shake your body intensely. Hold the visualization of your bone structure while you dance wildly. Next up is the Katichina Karana. From Adimandi, heels together, toes pointing outwards and the knees bend. Bring your hands above your head with the arms crossed, palms facing backwards. Now move your hips to one side, open your arms wide above your head. Return to the center and repeat the movement on both sides again and again. The next asana is Tadasana. Now stand tall with your arms raised above your head. Engage all three bandhas as you visualize yourself as a palm tree and internally chant the new japa, Shivoham.
महामुद्राबद्ध कोनो ताड़ासन विभेदकान्.
Next up is Uttanasana. From a standing position, lean forward and down, bringing your hands flat to the ground. Engage all three bandhas as you bring your forehead towards the knees, visualizing Swamiji in your inner space.
Mahamudra Kono Tadasana Vibhedakan.
With your hands flat on the ground, step your feet backwards into a plank position in Tadakshvasana. As you contract the perineal region, tuck your chin to the chest and start rotating your head from side to side, visualizing Swamiji in your inner space.
Gadasana Mastakam Varam Varam Dakshina Kokshim Savyakokshim Najet.
Next up is Bhujangasana. Now lower your stomach onto the mat as you keep the hands flat next to your chest, the toes pointing back. Raise your head up using the strength of your lower back as you open your mouth wide in Bhujangani Mudra and inhale through the hollow of your throat, exhale through the nose as you visualize yourself as a cobra in Bhujangasana.
Angushtanabhiparyantam adhobhumo vininyaset.
Next up is Shashasana. Now push your body up, back into the plank position as you alternate, bringing one knee in towards your chest back and forth. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space as you breathe calmly through your nose in Sahadra Kumbhaka, leading the prana along your spine, holding the breath on and off. You are in control of your breath.
Gadasana Samsito Janudayamakuncha Varam Varam Kartavyam Shashasanam Bhavati.
Next up is Rathasana. From the tall plank position, step one foot in between the hands, jump the foot back and bring the other foot in between the hands, exchanging the position of the feet again and again as you visualize yourself as a chariot.
Gadasana Samstito Ekaikam Padam Puromargena Brahmitva Kartavyam Rathasanam Bhavati.
Next up is Viravatasana. Now step one foot flat with the toes pointing forwards, knee bent at a 90-degree angle. As you stretch the other leg back, knee straight, toes pointing outwards. Gaze to your third eye. Visualize yourself as Lord Virabhadra. As you raise your arms above your head, engage Uddiyana Bandha and Mula Bandha and internally chant the japa Shivoham.
Vasishtamata Kaundinya Murdhakukutam
Now exchange the position of your feet. Repeat Virabhadrasana on the other side.
Vasishtamata Kaundinya Murdhakukutam.
Next up is a Vrikshasana. Now stand tall and bring one foot to the inner thigh. Bring your palms together in Anjali Mudra and raise them up above your head with the elbows straight. Engage Uddiyana Bandha and Mula Bandha as you visualize yourself as a tree.
Vamo Rumula Deshecha Yamyam Padam Nidhayato.
Next up is Garudasana. Now stand tall and bring one foot to the inner thigh of the opposite leg as you join your hands together in Namaskara Mudra. Bring the foot to the opposite hip as you visualize yourself as Lord Garuda in Garudasana.
Garudasana Bhavakshe Jena Dhyanam Stiram Bhavet.
Now repeat Vrikshasana on the other side, bringing the foot to the inner hip as you keep the hands up above your head, visualizing yourself as a tree.
Vamo Rumula Deshecha Yamyam Padam Nidhayato.
Now repeat Garudasana on the other side. As you visualize yourself as Lord Garuda, place the raised foot to the opposite hip and engage the Mula Bandha.
Garudasana Bhavakshe Jena Dhyanam Stiram Bhavet.
Next up is Trikonasana. As you stand with one foot step forward and the other foot far back. Keep the front toes pointing forwards and the back toes facing sideways. Extend your arms out parallel to the ground. As you lean forward and down, bring the hand down to the foot and the other hand up to the sky. Gaze up and visualize yourself as a triangle.
Uttanapadam Krauncham Cha Marichim Virabhadrakam.
Now exchange the position of your feet. Bring your arms parallel, lean forward and down as you gaze up, visualizing yourself as a triangle in Trikonasana on the other side.
Uttanapadam Krauncham Cha Marichim Virabhadrakam.
Next up is Nikuttaka Karana. From Adimandi position, with the heels together, toes pointing outwards and the knees bent, raise one heel off the ground and place your hands in front of the chest with the palms facing each other. Now stomp the raised heel to the mat, raise the other heel up and exchange the position of your hands again and again. Next up is Angushtasana. Now lower your body down onto the tips of the toes as you raise your heels off the mat and sit down on the heels with your perineum. Keep the knees lifted off the mat, joined together as you join your palms in Namaskara Mudra in front of your heart center. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space. Start buzzing like a bee on the inhalation and exhalation in Brahmari Kumbhaka as you internally chant the new japa Sada Shivoham.
Kabandhasanamityāhuः Gorakṣāsanameva ca.
Next up is Saurasana. From Angushtasana, extend one leg forward, heel down, toes up, as you bring the hands to the side of the body, palms facing forwards, fingers just touching the ground, hands in Vara Mudra, visualizing Swamiji in your inner space as you perform the Mula Bandha.
Prasarya ekam padatalam samstapya tvekapādakam.
Next up is Vidhunanasana. From Saurasana, lean forward and down, hold onto the big toe of the front foot in Prana Mudra. Balance as you hold the back heel with the other hand. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space and perform the Mula Bandha.
Gulbhastito padam ekam prasarya tatpadakram samsrishya tatkarena.
Now exchange the position of your feet. Stretch the other leg forward as you repeat Saurasana on the other side.
Prasarya ekam padatalam samstapya tvekapādakam.
Now repeat Vidhunanasana on the other side, leaning forward and down, holding onto the big toe and the back heel. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
Gulbhastito padam ekam prasarya tatpadakram samsrishya tatkarena.
Next up is Brahmajalankushasana. As you keep the toes on the ground with the perineum on the heels, create a gap between the knees as you place your hands on top of the knees. Engage Uddiyana Bandha, Jalandhara Bandha and Mula Bandha, the throat lock and the root lock. As you gaze in between the palms, visualize Swamiji in your inner space and don't forget to buzz like a bee in Brahmari Kumbhaka.
दो फणा पानी होए वैसे एड़ी दो गुदानी वैसे.
Next up is Kapilasana. Now place your knees on the ground with the toes tucked behind, sitting your perineum down on the heels. Rest your hands on the thighs, pull your stomach in and up, contract the perineal region, gaze to the nose and visualize yourself as Sage Kapila Muni.
उभई पगदली समठहरावे तिनकी माहिली को और मिलावे.
The next asana is Bhadragodakasana. Now maintain the same position, shift your gaze to the third eye, your visualization to Swamiji and the Bandha to the Mula Bandha.
दो पगदली संपुट करे कौरवारली भूपरि धरे.
Next up is Suryasana. Now sit with the toes tucked, perineum placed on top of the heels, with the soles of the feet together. As you lift your knees off the ground, bring your hands together in Padma Mudra, the Lotus Mudra, opening up the palms resembling a lotus flower. As you raise your arms up above your head, gaze in between the palms. As you visualize Lord Surya in your inner space, perform Uddiyana Bandha and Mula Bandha.
एड़ी दो गुदा तरियाने फना पानी बैठक निठाने.
Next up is Mandukasana. Now place your feet flat on the mat, with the tops of the feet on the down on the mat. Sit your perineum down on the heel. As you keep your hands on top of the knees, lift your tongue up against the roof of your mouth in Manduki Mudra. As you visualize yourself as a frog, gaze to your third eye, breathe calmly through your nose in Sahadra Kumbhaka and perform the Mula Bandha.
पादतलौ पृष्ठदेशे अंगुष्ठे द्वे च संस्पृशेत्.
Next up is Uttana Mandukasana. From Mandukasana, bring your hands behind your back and hold on the opposite shoulders. Bring your elbows close to your head as you gaze to your third eye. Visualize yourself as a frog. Keep your tongue up in Manduki Mudra and perform Uddiyana Bandha and Mula Bandha.
मंडूकासन मध्यस्थम कूर्पराभ्याम धृतम शिरः.
Next up is Simhasana. Now cross your ankles and sit on the feet. As you keep your knees wide, fingers spread on top, open your mouth wide, stick out your tongue and exhale forcefully as you visualize yourself as a lion. Gaze at the nose and perform the Mula Bandha.
दक्षिणं सव्यगुल्फेन दक्षिणेन ततेतरम्.
Next up is Bhadrasana. As you sit with the heels under the perineum, the knees open wide, cross your hands behind your back and hold onto the big toes. Apply Jalandhara Bandha and Mula Bandha. Gaze to your nose, visualize Swamiji in your inner space and return to buzzing like a bee in Brahmari Kumbhaka.
गुल्फौ च वृषणस्याधौ वित्क्रमेण समाहितः.
Next up is Kakabushandhyasana. As you squat and keep the feet flat on the ground, the knees opened wide, bring your arms in and around the raised knees and interlace your fingers behind your back in Parusha Mudra. Gaze to your nose as you visualize yourself as a crow.
प्रथमे वैसकौ कटठाने दोवो हाथपकं नीच आने.
Next up is Kanipavasana. Now place your hands flat on the mat. With the fingers spread, place your knees onto your arms, close to your armpits, as you lean forward and down, and balance on your arms, lifting your feet off the mat. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space as you perform the Mula Bandha.
आसन को गुण आशी दुष्टा होई तो आछी होई.
The next asana is Kapali Asana. This is going to be the first inverted posture of the sequence. So take it slow if you have any neck or upper back injuries or high blood pressure. If you feel that you need support in this asana, use a wall, or if you have a partner by your side, they can aid you. Now place your hands on the ground, shoulder width apart. Bring the crown of your head onto the ground, forming a triangle between your hands and your head. Bring your knees onto your elbows, hips over the shoulders. Straighten your legs up and gaze to the nose, visualizing Swamiji in your inner space. In Kapali Asana.
शीशी शीशा धरती टेकी पगदौ वो मिलिवा ऊंचा कुकरे.
Gently lower your body down as we enter Parshvamayurasana. Now squat on your toes with the legs together. Twist your body and place both hands to one side. As you align your elbows with the knee and hip, lean onto your arms and balance, extending the legs to one side. As you gaze to your third eye and visualize yourself as a peacock while breathing in Rijaka Kumbhaka, exhaling fully and holding your breath as you perform the Mula Bandha.
मयूरं दण्डवत् कुर्यान् मायूरं दण्डनामकम्.
Now twist your body to the other side. Lean onto your arm and balance off the mat as you visualize yourself as a peacock.
मयूरं दण्डवत् कुर्यान् मायूरं दण्डनामकम्.
The next asana is Bhairaganatha. Now place both hands on the mat, shoulder width apart, and step one foot outside the respective shoulder in between the two hands. Gaze to your third eye. Visualize yourself as Lord Kala Bhairava as you perform the Mula Bandha.
आसन को गुण पीती जाई.
Step the front foot back, the other foot in between the two hands. Gaze to your third eye. Visualize yourself as Lord Kala Bhairava as you exhale fully and hold your breath in Rijaka Kumbhaka.
आसन को गुण पीती जाई.
Now step your foot back into Tadakshvasana and then place your forearms on the mat. Step your feet slightly forward, raising your hips as you gaze to your third eye. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space and perform the Mula Bandha in Unmukhapitasana.
भुञ्जस्तौ जानुनी हस्तौ च दुष्पदम वाङ्मुखम्.
Next up is Vashishtasana. From Tadakshvasana, rotate your body onto one hand and raise the opposite hand up towards the sky. Keep the balancing hand directly beneath the shoulder. Raise your hips, gaze upwards as you visualize yourself as Sage Vashishta.
ऊर्ध्वकुक्कुटवासिष्ठ मरीचिहल मत्स्यकम्.
Now rotate your body to the other side, place the other hand on the mat, opposite leg, opposite arm extended towards the sky, gaze up, visualize yourself as H. Vashishta.
ऊर्ध्वकुक्कुटवासिष्ठमरीचिहलमत्स्यकम्.
The next asana is Anjani asana. Now come to a seated position with the legs extended forward. Bring your hands underneath the buttocks with the palms facing up. Gaze to the nose. Contract the Jalandhara Bandha and Mula Bandha as you visualize yourself as Lord Hanuman and internally chant the new japa Maha Sada Shivoham.
दोऊ कर की उभय हथेली कोरबार ली मैले भेली.
Now from Anjani asana, lean forward and down and hold onto the big toes in Prana Mudra. Bring your head as close to the knee as possible. As you visualize Swamiji in your inner space, exhale fully and perform Mahamudra Bandha, all three bandhas engaged. In Paschimottanasana.
जानु परिललाटन्तो पश्चिमं ताणमुच्यते.
Next up is Ugrasana. From the same position, interlace your fingers behind your neck. In Parusha Mudra, as you lean forward and down, bring your head to the knees, elbows outside of the knees, squeeze your body by the strength of your core. Perform Mahamudra Bandha as you visualize Kali in your inner space. In Ugrasana.
स्वपाणिभ्यां दृढं धृत्वा जानुभरि शिरोऽन्यसेत्.
Next up is Marityasana. Now sit with your legs extended and then bring one heel to the groin with the knee raised. Bring one arm in and around the knee as you interlace your fingers behind your back and lean forward and down towards your knee. Visualize yourself as Sage Marichi.
उत्तानपादं क्रौञ्चं च मरीचिं वीरभद्रकम्.
From Marityasana, drop the knee towards the mat. Lean forward and down, holding on to the foot with both hands. As you keep the legs straight, gaze to the nose. Exhale fully and hold your breath. Perform Mahamudra Bandha and visualize Swamiji in your inner space in Mahamudrasana.
महामुद्रां प्रवक्ष्यामि तन्त्रेऽस्मिन् मम वल्लभे.
Now exchange the position of your feet. Bring the other heel towards the groin with the knee raised as you repeat Marityasana on the other side.
उत्तानपादं क्रौञ्चं च मरीचिं वीरभद्रकम्.
Now drop the raised knee towards the ground. Keep the heel at the perineum. Visualize Swamiji as you exhale fully and perform Mahamudra Bandha in Mahamudrasana on the other side.
महामुद्रां प्रवक्ष्यामि तन्त्रेऽस्मिन् मम वल्लभे.
The next asana is Bhadrasana too. As you sit and bring the soles of the feet together with the heels close to your perineum, keep the knees wide, hold the feet firmly, maintain a straight spine, gaze to your third eye as you visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
गुल्फौ तु वृषणस्यादः सीवन्त्याः पार्श्वयोः क्षिपेत्.
Next up is Gvalipavasana. From Bhadrasana, extend the feet away from the body slightly. As you keep the toes together, heels apart, place your hands on top of the knees. As you tuck your chin to the chest in Jalandhara Bandha, contract the perineal region in Mula Bandha, gaze to your nose and visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
पूर्व चरपट चौक कक्ष्यो सोजी वाही विधि चौकी जय सोजी.
Next up is Joni Asana. Now sit and keep the soles of the feet together as you keep the heels close to your perineum. Gaze to the nose. Visualize the Yoni Mandala, which is projected on the screen. As you perform the Mula Bandha, lean forward and down, place your chin on the heel and the hands holding onto the feet.
दोऊ भगदली संपुट करे एडी मेड के ढिंग दरे.
Next up is Midakipavasana. As you sit and keep the heels together, toes apart, with the knees opened wide, lean forward and down, extend your hands out to the side and place them flat on the ground. As you gaze to the nose and visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
पूर्व विधि परि भगदली संपुट शोल एडी मिली राशे.
Next up is Siddha Samadhi Asana. As you sit and keep the toes together, heels apart, bring your arms below the shins and extend them out with the palms facing up. Place your forehead on the ground in front of the feet. As you bring your toes to the throat if you can, gaze to your nose and visualize Lord Surya in your inner space. Next up is Chinnakiparasana. As you sit and keep the heels together, toes apart, hold the feet and open them up like a book. As you bring your elbows down onto the thighs, pushing the knees down to the mat, gaze to your nose and visualize Swamiji in your inner space. Next up is Chadapata Trikwasana. As you sit with the soles of the feet together, heels at the perineum, place your hands on the knees and gently push them down towards the mat. As you pull your stomach in and up in Uddiyana Bandha, contract the perineal region in Mula Bandha and gaze to your third eye while visualizing Swamiji in your inner space. Next up is Bhairavasana. Now sit and bring the soles of the feet together with the knees opened wide. Lift your heels up and bring the toes down to the ground as much as you can. Use the support of your hands if needed. Otherwise, place your hands on top of the knees in Bindu Mudra, gaze to your third eye and perform Uddiyana Bandha and Mula Bandha while visualizing yourself as Lord Kala Bhairava, the Lord of Time. Next up is Samanasana. As you sit with one heel at the perineum, lift and hold the other foot, pulling the sole of the foot towards your chest. Gaze to your third eye. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space. Exhale fully in Rejaka Kumbhaka as you perform the Mula Bandha. Next up is Apanasana. Now place one leg over top of the respective shoulder as you extend the other leg forward and up, placing your hands at the side for balance as you gaze to your third eye and visualize Swamiji in your inner space in Apanasana. Now repeat Samanasana on the other side as you press your perineum with the other heel and pull the sole of the other foot towards your chest. Gaze to your third eye and visualize Swamiji in your inner space. Next, bring the other leg over top of the respective shoulder. Extend the opposite leg straight up as you gaze to your third eye. Visualize Swamiji. Contract the Mula Bandha, merging the prana and apana in your body. Next up is Gomukhasana. Now stack your knees. Place the heels at the opposite hips. As you place your hands on top of the knees, gaze to the nose. Visualize the face of a cow in your inner space. Perform Siddhkari Kumbhaka with your tongue pressed against the palate of your mouth, not touching the teeth, as you hiss through your teeth while inhaling, exhaling through the nose. Perform Mula Bandha and internally chant the new japa, Om Nityanandoham. Visualize it rotating around your throat. From Gomukhasana, hold onto the big toes of the feet in Prana Mudra with index and middle fingers. As you gaze to the nose, visualize yourself as Rishika Anasuya and perform Uddiyana Bandha and Mula Bandha in Anasuyasana. Now interlace your fingers behind your back in Parusha Mudra. As you lean forward and down, bring your chin over the knee, nose to the ground if you can. Gaze to your nose and visualize yourself as Rishika Anasuya in Anasuyasana too. Next up is Garudasana too. Now sit on the ground with the other heel pressed against the perineum. With one heel pressed against the perineum as you keep the opposite foot flat on the ground, knee to the chest, hands on the respective knees. Gaze to your nose and visualize yourself as Lord Garuda. From Garudasana 2, raise your perineum on top of the heel. Place the other heel onto the foot which is flat on the ground as you interlace your fingers behind your neck and twist your elbows outside of the raised knee. Gaze to your third eye and visualize yourself as Sage Narada in Naradasana.
पिष्टि जो वाम पगदली केरी भूपरि ताहि लगावे फेरी.
Next up is Matsya Pitakasana. Now place one foot on top of the opposite thigh and hold on to the shin of the other leg with the respective hand. As you extend the opposite hand down straight and hold on to the big toe in Prana Mudra. Gaze to the nose and visualize Matsya, the fish avatar of Lord Vishnu, in Matsya Pitakasana.
वामेन वामांगुष्ठन्तो गृहीतं मत्स्यपीठकम्.
Now repeat Gomukhasana on the other side as you stack your knees with the other knee on top. Place your hands on top. Visualize the face of a cow.
सव्ये दक्षिणगुल्भं तो पृष्ठपार्श्वे नियोजयेत्.
Next up is Anasuyasana. As you hold on to the feet, gaze to the nose and visualize yourself as Rishika Anasuya in the same position.
दक्षिण गोड़ो नीचे उठाने बाबों ताके ऊपर आने.
Now interlace your fingers behind your back, lean forward and down, bring the nose to the ground. Repeat Anasuyasana too.
जीमणा गोदा की संधि उपरिड़ा वा गोड़ा की संधि.
Next up is Garudasana too. Now bring the other heel towards the perineum, opposite foot flat on the ground, knee to the chest, hands on the knees, visualizing yourself as Lord Garuda.
डाबो बगमोड़िएडी माहिलो गुल्फमूल द्वार नीचे दे.
Now raise the perineum onto the heel, step the heel of the other foot on top of the foot, and interlace your fingers behind your neck as you twist your elbows outside the knee, gaze to your third eye and visualize yourself as Sage Narada.
पिष्टि जो वाम पगदली केरी भूपरि ताहि लगावे फेरी.
Now place the other foot on the opposite hip, hold on to the shin and the big toe in Prana Mudra, as you gaze to the nose and visualize Matsya, the fish avatar of Lord Vishnu, in Matsya Pitakasana on the other side.
वामेन वामांगुष्ठन्तो गृहीतं मत्स्यपीठकम्.
The next asana is Matsyendrasana. Now place one foot on top of the opposite thigh as you place the opposite foot flat on the ground. Twist your elbow outside of the raised knee. Bring your hand to the neck as you place the other hand on the ground behind you. Twist your body, gaze up to your third eye. Visualize Matsyendranath, the great sage and master of Hatha Yoga, as you perform the Mula Bandha. And don't forget to breathe in Siddhkali Kumbhaka, hissing through your teeth without the tongue touching them.
उदरं पश्चिमाभासं कृत्वा तिष्ठति यत्नतः.
Next up is Kubasana. From Matsyendrasana, extend your front arm down towards the foot. Hold on to the big toe in Prana Mudra if you can. Hold the ear with the opposite hand as you gaze to the third eye and visualize yourself as a camel in Kubasana.
आसन को गुण झोलो जाए.
Next up is Matsyendrasana too. As you keep holding on to the front foot, place the other hand down on the ground, twist your body even further, gaze to your third eye and visualize Matsyendranath, the great sage and master of Hatha Yoga.
मत्स्येन्द्रपीठं जठर प्रदीप्तिं प्रचण्ड रुक्मण्डलखण्डनास्त्रम्.
Now repeat Matsyendrasana on the other side. As you extend the legs out, place the other foot on top of the opposite thigh. Bring the opposite leg raised and twist your elbow outside of the raised knee.
उदरं पश्चिमाभासं कृत्वा तिष्ठति यत्नतः.
Now extend the front arm down, hold the back ear, twist your body, gaze up to your third eye and visualize yourself as a camel in Kubasana on the other side.
आसन को गुण झोलो जाए.
Place the back hand down from your ear. Twist your body even further, gaze to your third eye and visualize Matsyendranath in Matsyendrasana too.
मत्स्येन्द्रपीठं जठर प्रदीप्तिं प्रचण्ड रुक्मण्डलखण्डनास्त्रम्.
Now place your feet on top of the opposite thighs. As you gaze to the nose, engage all three bandhas, visualize yourself as Lord Shiva and perform the Sitali Kumbhaka. As you press your tongue against the teeth this time and hiss through your teeth while inhaling, internally chant Om Nithyananda Mahasadashivoham in Padmasana, the lotus posture.
आसनं द्विविधं प्रोक्तं पद्मं वज्रासनं तथा.
Maintain the same posture. Cross your arms in front of the body. Hold onto the big toes in Prana Mudra with index and middle fingers. As you gaze to your nose, visualize yourself as Goddess Parvati, the consort of Lord Shiva, in Padmasana too.
उत्तानौ चरणौ कृत्वा ऊरुसंस्थो प्रयत्नतः.
The next asana is Kukutasana. As you sit and place your feet flat on the ground, as you sit and place your feet on top of opposite thighs, place your palms flat on the ground in between the two thighs. Lift your body up off the mat as you visualize yourself as a rooster. Calmly breathe through your nose in Sahajra Kumbhaka and perform the Mula Bandha.
पद्मासनं सुसंस्थाप्य नान्वोरौरन्तरे करौ.
The next asana is Baddha Keki Asana. From Padmasana, rise up onto the knees and place your hands on the ground with the fingers pointing backwards. Keep your elbows at the navel. As you lean forward, find balance and lift your knees off the ground. Be as straight as possible as you visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
धरामोष्टभ्यकरद्वयेन तत्कोर्परि स्थापिता नाभिपार्श्वः.
From Baddha Keki Asana, extend your legs back and keep your elbows at the navel. Lean forward, find balance, lift your legs off the mat straight. This time, as you visualize yourself as a peacock, balancing on your arms in Mayurasana.
अथ पक्षे महादेव मयूरासनमुत्तमम्.
Next up is Makarasana. As you lay down on your stomach, with the feet pointing outwards, interlace your fingers behind your neck in Parusha Mudra. Visualize yourself as a crocodile in Makarasana.
अध्यासशेते हृदयं निधाय भूमौ च पादौ च प्रसार्यमानो.
Next up is Shalabhasana. As you lay down on your stomach, place your hands on the ground beside your chest. Raise your legs up. Bring your thighs off the ground as you visualize yourself as a locust.
अध्यासशेते करयुग्मपक्षौ भूमिमोष्टभ्यकरयोस्तलाभ्याम्.
Next up is Ushtrasana. Laying on your stomach, hold onto the feet and pull them down outside of the hips as close to the ground as you can. Visualize yourself as a camel as you perform the Mula Bandha.
अध्यासशेते पदयुग्मव्यस्तं पृष्ठे निधायापि धृतं कराभ्याम्.
Holding onto the feet, kick the feet back and up as you lift your chest. Gaze up to your third eye. Visualize yourself as Lord Shiva's bow as you perform the Mula Bandha in Dhanurasana.
प्रसार्य पादौ भुजदण्डरूपौ करौ च पृष्ठे धृतपादयुग्मम्.
The next asana is Bhagasana. As you sit in a kneeling posture, with the heels outside of the hip, toes touching behind your body, place your hands on top of the thighs, gaze to your third eye, visualize Swamiji in your inner space, breathe calmly through your nose in Sahajra Kumbhaka as you perform the Mula Bandha, pushing the Kundalini Shakti as you internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivam.
उल्टा मोड़ी पाव दो वैसे बहरो जुगति करे एक ऐसे.
Next up is Gohi Asana. We are preparing for another inverted posture. So place yourself in front of a wall if you need support. Now, from a kneeling position, place your forearms on the ground, elbows shoulder width apart. Interlace your fingers. Place the crown of your head onto the mat, supporting your hand with your hands. As you walk your feet forward, raise your hips up. Align your hips with the shoulders. And then raise your feet up. Pull the knees in towards the chest. Try to touch your chin with the knees as you gaze at the nose and visualize Swamiji in your inner space in Gohi Asana.
दो हाथ की कहुनी जोजी पुनः कलाई जाने दोई.
Next up is Shirshasana. Extend your legs up straight as you gaze at the nose and visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
विपरीतं मण्डलं च द्विधैव विदितं हिनः.
Gently lower your legs back down. Come to a seated posture as we prepare ourselves for a sequence of rapid exhalations in Bhastrika Kumbhaka, where you pull your abdomen in and push the air out again and again without inhaling. Breathe like the bellows of a blacksmith as you sit with the hands behind the calves, stretch your legs up, bring your forehead to the knees, and come to a vertical position with your legs. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space in Podiasana.
दो हाथ पग बाहर आने, घोड़ा तरे काक सीठाने.
Now you extend your legs forward and up at a 45-degree angle as you bring your hands to the opposite shoulders behind your back. Gaze to your third eye and visualize yourself as a mace in Parikhasana.
उत्तानशयनं कृत्वा पादौ मिलित्वा प्रसार्य.
Keep exhaling rapidly as you sit and extend the legs out and up at a 45-degree angle. Extend your arms straight, parallel to the ground, or bring your elbows down if you need. Gaze to your third eye and visualize yourself as a boat in Naukasana.
उत्तानशयनं कूर्पराभ्यां भूमिं वष्टभ्यां.
Next up is Rudrasana. Now sit and lift the feet up, scoop your hands underneath the heels and pull the feet in towards the chest. Keep your spine upright, gaze to your nose as you visualize yourself as Lord Rudra and keep breathing in Bhastrika Kumbhaka in Rudrasana.
पगतली संपूर्ण करी हाथस्य पग उचाजी.
Now breathe calmly through your nose as you lay down on your back, the feet flat on the mat with the knee raised. Keep your hands, the palms down, flat on the mat, just touching the back of the heels. Push your hips up as you contract the perineal region and lock your throat in Jalandhara Bandha as you perform Mudra Kumbhaka, forcing the air out of the throat lock as you keep Jalandhara Bandha engaged while exhaling. This brings about a state of swooning in the yogi. Gaze to your nose and visualize Swamiji in your inner space in Unmukha Pitasana too.
ऊर्ध्वे च जानुनी कृत्वा शवेत्वोर्ध्वमुखं तथा.
Now lower your body down onto the mat completely, with the palms at the side of the hips facing upwards. Perform the Shakti Chalan Mudra. Contract the perineal region and push the Kundalini Shakti up along your spine all the way to the Sahasrara Chakra. Unclutch from any micro movements of your body and mind. Be completely still as you visualize your body as dead and Swamiji, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, is liberating you. Internally chant the Mahavakya, Om Nithyananda Paramashivam.
उत्तानं शववद्भूमौ शयनं तु शवासनं. शवासनं श्रान्तिहरं चित्तविश्रान्तिकारकम्.
Slowly return to your body. Start to wiggle your fingers and toes, your wrists and your ankles. your elbows and your knees. Pull your knees up towards your chest. Pull them close and rock your body from side to side. As you rock your body up, back into a seated position. Congratulations! You completed the Pratama Vinyasa Krama, all 108 asanas of the sequence. With this, we are going to conclude today's Nithyananda Yoga session. So let us all sit straight with our head, neck and spine in a straight line, hands in Namaskara Mudra in front of the heart center. Close our eyes, take a deep breath as we chant the Purna Mantra.
Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Sarvam Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam Padukarpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam.
Thank you all for joining us today. Nithyanandam.
I bless you all. Let you all open all your three eyes and manifest the powers of Mahasadashiva. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam